If there's anything at all you need to prepare for your practice, any music, any incense, any of those little extras that really bring you home to yourself and your practice, go ahead and go for it. Otherwise, please make your way onto your mat. Into a comfortable seated position. Whether it be Virasana with the knees tucked beneath you, Sukhasana with the legs crossed in easy pose, legs outstretched or full lotus or a straddle split, straight on the mat or propped on a block, your way from this very first breath together. And with this next breath in, feel yourself fill from the ground up. This one breath hits the top of the skull, lifts it a little bit higher. Feels as though the entire spine, the whole body is dangling from the top of the head. Now, if it would feel good, open up your mouth and let out a big audible sigh of an exhalation. Along with it, maybe the eyes flutter shut, the shoulders melt away from the ears, the elbows loosen, and you become aware of the warmth and weight of the hands resting upon the knees. Press the awareness right down to the earth where the body meets it. And from there, follow the inhalation up. Pranavayu. That lifting sensation, as if your consciousness was afloat upon this breath. You rise with it beyond the belly, the chakras that lie within, up through the heart, the throat, the third eye, right out through the crown, to this space about an arm's length distance above the head, the soul star chakra, like a spotlight that always leads the way. Exhale as you wish, through the nose or the mouth, aware of the chest becoming a little bit concave. Perhaps the abdominal wall tightens a bit now, squeezing in toward the spine as if pressing the breath down through the body, beyond the mat into your roots, about an arm's length distance below you to the earth star chakra. Always ensuring that you're suspended between those 2 points right where you need to be. And from that one below, follow the next inhalation up, straight through the spinal column, all 4 parts, each vertebrae. Allow the back of the skull to be lifted a little bit higher, as if the crown was being gently pulled up toward that point in the sky. Feel the exhalation wash down over your entire being, physical, energetic, fully anchoring you to your mat, to your practice. And as the next inhalation flows straight up the central energy channel, synonymous with the spinal column, lift the arms up overhead. The fingertips meet right at that soul star chakra. Interlace the hands, flip the palms toward the sky. And with the exhale, lower the arms to about parallel with the earth. Let the chin fall toward the chest, the spine round. As the inhale flows up, lift the arms right back up with it to where they came from. Press through the thumb side of the hand. And with your exhale, take a gentle twist to the right so the sit bones stay rooted. That axis of the spine long, you're just twisting upon it from the center. As you inhale, come back to the middle. And with the exhale, take it to the left. As you inhale, come back to the center. With the exhale, lower the right hand to the heart. And as you inhale, reach the left arm way overhead. Just enough to get a nice lateral stretch. As you exhale, center up. Bring the left hand to the spot where the right was. And with the inhale, take the right arm up overhead. With the exhale, release both hands to the earth in front of you. Make your way into tabletop position. Deliberately crawling in, feeling your way. Not only the parts of the body that are touching the earth, but the middle, the space in between, and the top, against which a breeze would blow if there were one. Allow yourself that subtle shift from right to left, front to back, as you strike your unique equilibrium here, whatever it may be. Inhale. With the exhale, press back into child's pose. Just this one release. Feel the spine round. With the inhale, lift that rounded form up into cat pose. Send the shoulders out over the fingertips until you've got to dip into cow as the lungs fully inflate. With the exhale, draw the hips back toward the heels, almost into child's, till you've got to round into cat to not drop all the way back. Shift forward until the shoulders are just about over the fingertips. You've got to dip into cow with the inhalation. As you exhale, let the hips be drawn back as if the sacrum were being pulled with two hands. Inhale is your cat shifting forward, alchemizing into cow. With the exhale, be drawn back. Continue to roll through a few more rounds with these undulating cat-cows that so beautifully articulate the entire spinal column, that really amplify the flow of the prana within Sushumna Nadi. And if it doesn't feel good or too unnatural, feel free to drop into traditional cat-cows. But if it's working for you, feel free to add anything. Maybe a shift from the right to the left, or some figurating in the crown of the head. What would feel extraordinary to you right now? The next time you dip into that modified cow pose, pause. As you exhale, slowly lower the heart to the earth between the thumbs. The elbows graze the sides, and with your inhale, slide onto the thighs, the belly, and then the forearms for Sphinx pose. With the exhale, draw chin to chest. Feel the belly lift slightly off the mat. And with the inhale, it fills, it drops back down. Gentle pull on the hands draws the heart forward. And with the exhale, a little press into them draws it back. As you inhale, come into that Sphinx pose once again. Pause here. Exhale. One more inhale. If you'd like, lift the elbows, turning it into a seal pose. Spread your toes wide apart. And with the exhale, lower down, belly, heart, head. Slide the hands back in line with the chest. As you inhale, lift into tabletop. Tuck your toes. With the exhale, slide up into downward facing dog. Taking it so slow that you feel every bit of this ascent of the hips. Drop of the head. And if it feels good now, begin to move. Pedaling through the feet. Maybe leaning from right hand to left. You might add a swivel of the hips to get a really nice lateral stretch through the obliques. All the way through the rib cage. I always like to flip one foot at a time over to roll across the knuckles of the toes. And lately, to me, it feels really good to take a big curtsy, crossing the right leg way behind the left. And then the other side. Anything that feels right now. Consider a wobble of the head. Just allowing the natural weight of it to bring a little spaciousness, not only between the cervical vertebrae and the neck, but all the way up the thoracic spine, through the lumbar to the sacrum. Become aware of the powerful legs holding you up. And with your next inhale, lift up even higher onto your toes. Exhaling, bend your knees as much as feels nice. Press through the hands to send the belly toward the thighs. And with your inhale, straighten the knees, lift up onto the toes. Exhaling, take another bend in the knees, maybe a little deeper. And as you inhale, lift up, straighten up. The exhale, one more deep, juicy bend, lubricating the joints. With an inhale, straighten the knees, lift onto the toes, the gaze, the drishti, forward. With the exhale, tiptoe up to meet the hands at the top of the mat. Real exaggerated, so the heads, the femur bones roll through the hip sockets. At the top, land with the feet about hips width distance apart or even wider. You can just hang over the legs, or you can clasp opposite elbows, any other variation. But with an inhale, you might lift slightly. Little wiggle of the hips, a lengthening of the spine, and with the exhale, you might be able to fold a little deeper. Feel free to do that a few times, drawing the lower abdomen a little closer to the upper thighs. To decompress in stillness or to add some motion, we'll sway, some figurating. Maybe a bend to the right knee as you cruise right, left as you go to the left. Breathe in and out. Feel the crown of the head magnetized toward the mat. One more inhale. With the exhale, release the elbows if you've got them. Bend the knees any amount, from a tiny soft little touch all the way into a deep squat. And with your inhale, roll up to stand. Zombie style, heavy arms just dangling from the shoulder girdles, the legs straighten, spine aligned, head stacks on top. And with the exhale, the shoulders roll back. Maybe the eyes drop closed as you take a few rounds of breath in Tadasana, in traditional stillness, just feeling the breath roll through you. Or you might choose to roll physically upon the breath, just exploring where you are in space right now. Also, where the emotions lie right now. Where you might find any stagnant energy or any sticky spots, the muscles, the tissues that need a little extra attention. For one more round of breath, you might press into the toes, Draw the shoulders back, just personifying the expansion of this one breath. You can embody the exhale by rolling back into the heels, getting a little shorter, a little slouchy. And with your next inhalation, reach up to the sky. Just like we did before, interlace all the fingers, flip the palms up. And with the exhale, take them over to the right as you send the hips to the left for a deeper lateral stretch. Use the full inhale to rise back up, realign, press through the thumb side of the hand. And with the exhale, take it the other way. The whole body works together. The weight balances between the feet. And that upward flow of the inhale lifts the whole body up. Flip the palms together in Urdhva Hastasana. With the exhale, gently pour yourself down over the legs into Uttanasana. Palms to shins. With your inhale, press into the shins to lengthen the spine. As you exhale, melt. Let the hands just slide down the legs to the tops of the feet. Knees can bend. With your inhale, roll up to stand. Shimmy the shoulders, loosen up. With the exhale, roll them back. As you inhale, reach up. Press the palms together. And with the exhale, bend the elbows so that prayer drops to the back of the heart. You can stay with the chin to the chest, or with the inhale, you can lift it, pressing the back of the head into the forearms to release the triceps. As you exhale, flip your prayer around to the front. Follow it down toward the earth as you fold. As you inhale, lift about halfway up. This time, extend the arms back alongside the hips for a little back strengthening. With the exhale, fold. I like to clasp my ankles sometimes at the bottom. With your inhale, roll up. Circle the wrists as you rise. And with the exhale, roll the shoulders back. Inhaling, we'll reach up, Urdhva Hastasana. With the exhale, fold down, Uttanasana. Inhale, take your half lift, hands to shins, arms back, or you can reach way out in front of you for some core strengthening. With the exhale, lower the fingertips, step the left foot back into a lunge. All right, follow me here. As you inhale, we're leading with the left arm, cartwheeling up, quarter turn on your mat into goddess pose. Arms out to the sides, knees deeply bent. With an exhale, bring the hands to the heart. Inhaling, straighten the knees. Lift your prayer up overhead. And with the exhale, again bring hands to heart. Dip into your goddess pose or horse pose for the men. And with the inhale, straighten the knees, lift the hands. As you exhale, warrior two toward the front of the mat. So the left heel grounds, the right knee bends, arms are parallel with the earth. As you inhale, you might lift a little just to see where you've come from. Maybe you loosen up the arms a bit. With an exhale, turn the gaze out over that front hand. All right, inhaling. Bring the left hand to the heart, right arm overhead, reverse warrior with a little modification. With the exhale, we're lifting up. Bring the right hand to the heart. Send the left arm forward overhead for your side angle with a little twist. Good. As you inhale, feel the left side of the body lengthen. Maybe you reach a little further through the left fingertips. Stay for an exhale, feeling the feet ground. With your inhale, we're cartwheeling back up into goddess pose, sideways on your mat. Bring the hands to the insides of the knees. Send the heart forward. Yeah, you got it. And with the exhale, let the right shoulder dip in toward the center as you gaze over the left toward the back of your mat. Inhale, center. With the exhale, we're turning to face the front of the mat. Right knee bends, hands surround the right foot. With the exhale, slide the right foot back to meet left in plank. Inhaling, shift to the tips of the toes. Feel the upper back round a little, your strength. With the exhale, lower the knees, chest and chin to the mat. Inhale and we'll glide into cobra pose, pretty low. With the exhale, lower down to earth, a little pull on the hands to lengthen the spine as you lower. With an inhale, peel up into a second cobra pose. If you'd like, toss the gaze over the left shoulder, bend the left knee, check out your toes. With the exhale, lower all the way down to earth, leg if it's lifted, heart and head. With your inhale, peel up one more time. If you took that gaze to the left, take one to the right. With the exhale, lower down to the mat. Inhale, tabletop, toes tuck. Exhale into down dog. Simultaneously, the hips lift and the head goes heavy. Stay for a round of breath, or if you'd like, rise onto your toes and roll out into plank, leading with the upper back. If you've planked, with the exhale, down dog. Inhale up onto your toes. As you exhale, drop your heels to the right. You can bend your knees if it feels good to smush in. Inhale, straight to down dog, right leg lifts. As you exhale, bend the knee, let the hip open as much as you need. Pause for a breath in, maybe a circle of the ankle in the sky. And with the exhale, big step of the right foot forward. Inhaling, just a little lift to the heart. As you exhale, drag the left foot up to meet right in your forward fold. Inhaling, spine lengthens, Ardha Uttanasana, arms as you wish. With the exhale, fold, Uttanasana. As you inhale, roll up to stand. Exhale, shoulders circle back. The eyes can drop closed if you like to check in that way. Maybe you roll into the toes as the inhale flows up, that prana vayu. Feel the strong side of yourself illuminated. With the exhale, the apana vayu, you see the other side, the soft to your strength. Breathe in. Breathe out. Next inhale, reach up. Yet again, interlace all the fingers, but this time drop the hands back to cradle the head. Stay, or with the exhale, lean the head back into the hands, continuously lifting up with the hands to support the neck. With an inhale, we will straighten up. Thumbs gently massage the neck. And with the exhale, lean to the left as the hips press right. Now feel the left hand supporting the head. With the inhale, use it to lift you back up through neutral. Exhale and we'll lean the other way. Already right hand bearing the weight of the head. Inhale and it presses up. And then we'll reach up, Urdhva Hastasana. With the exhale, cascade down into Uttanasana. Inhale for Ardha, the arms as you like dangling or reaching. With the exhale, the right foot steps back. As you inhale, the right arm cartwheels you up into your quarter turn goddess pose. With the exhale, Bring the hands together at heart center. Inhaling, straighten the knees. Send your prayer skyward. Flip the palms all the way up. And with the exhale, drop the arms to parallel with the earth. The knees bend, the spine rounds. As you inhale, straighten the knees, the spine, arms reach to the sky. With the exhale, warrior two, toward the front of the mat, so your left knee is bent. Allow a little softness with the inhale. Shoulders drop, elbows loosen. The exhale, send the drishti out over the left hand. Inhale, right hand to the chest, left arm reaches for reverse warrior. Exhale, left hand to the chest, right arm overhead for side angle. Stay. Breathe in, feel the trunk fill with breath, the spine stable. Breathe out, the abdominal wall squeezes in to stabilize the spine another way. With the inhale, we're cartwheeling up into goddess pose, hands to the insides of the knees. Crown reaches forward, tailbone points back. As you exhale, drop the left shoulder to the center as you gaze back over the right. Inhale, and you come to the center. Little pressure into the hands. With the exhale, we're turning to face the front of the mat. Keep the left knee bent. Inhale, plank pose. Stay for an exhalation. As you inhale, shift to the tips of the toes. Exhaling, lower the knees. Bend the elbows no more than 90 degrees for a half chaturanga. And with your inhale, cobra pose. If you'd like, bend both knees, pointing all 10 toes toward the head. With the exhale, lower the legs, the heart, the head. Extend the arms back alongside the body. And with the inhale, lift the chest for a half locust, or add the legs for a full. As you exhale, lower. If you'd like to take bow pose, bend the knees, clasp the ankles. And with an inhale, we'll lift again, half for a full locust, or your bow pose. Wherever you've chosen to be, stay for an exhalation. Feel the earth press up against the belly. With an inhale, the fingertips reach a little further back, or the ankles draw the hands back, buoyant heart. With the exhale, slow, gentle release to the earth, palms meet the ground. Inhale, tabletop, toes tuck. Exhale into downward facing dog. Stay for a breath, or take a beautiful roll into plank. And then back out again. With an inhale, rise up onto your toes. Little wobble the head to lengthen the neck. As you exhale, drop the heels to the left. Feel free to bend the knees. A smooth inhale lifts you through down dog. Left leg up high, press through the big toe. With the exhale, bend the knee. A deep breath in. Maybe you squeeze the heel a little closer to the glute to take a circle of the ankle. And with the exhale, we're scooping that left knee toward the nose and then setting the foot down between the hands. The hips can drop as low as they want. With an inhale, just a little lift of the heart. As you exhale, drag the right foot up to meet left. Peace fingers and thumbs grip the big toes. As you inhale, pull up on your toes, lengthening the spine. With the exhale, power up the biceps to draw the body toward legs, crown toward the earth, Padagustasana. And here we'll breathe. A few long, slow rounds of breath. As always, your choice of stillness or motion. If in motion, what kind of motion is it? A rise and a fall, a sway or a rock, maybe graceful and fluid, maybe not. One more inhale. Do you allow for expansion, the breath drawn between heart and legs? With the exhale, release the toes, bend the knees as much as you'd like. Let an inhale roll you up to stand. Another shimmy of the shoulders if you're into it. And with the exhale, roll the shoulders back in the sockets. Inhaling, we're going to reach up to the sky. Unite the palms overhead. With the exhale, let's wrap right arm beneath left for eagle. Press into the left foot. With an inhale, extend the right leg forward. Press through the heel. Not into eagle yet. As you exhale, we're taking a big step back into a lunge, like warrior 2 feet. As you inhale, lift the elbows. Make space in the belly for the breath. With the exhale, send the elbows forward. Down, scoop them up toward the belly, humble warrior variation. With an inhale, you might lift a little. With the exhale, you might sink in a bit deeper. Left shoulder can rest on the knee or come to the inside of it. Crown can reach toward the earth beside that left heel. Maybe the left hip draws a little further back. And with your next inhalation, lift the gaze, the elbows, the right leg back up to the top of the mat. As you exhale, wrap right knee over left for your Garudasana. The toes can hang out, or they can act like a kickstand, or they can wrap behind the left calf. With an inhale, consider sitting a little lower, lifting the elbows a little higher. Stay. Or with the exhale, again, send the elbows forward and then down until you're hugging that top thigh. With an inhale, lift up. With an exhale, unwind straight into standing split. Hands to the earth, or they can slide down that standing leg to clasp the ankle. And with your next exhale, lower the right foot onto the right palm for Padahastasana. Slide the left hand beneath the left foot. You might bend the knees really deeply, letting the belly lay across the thighs. With an inhale, pull up on the feet like you could hover off the mat. With the exhale, feet press into hands, head goes heavy, legs straighten, any bit. And then again, you choose what to do, how to be, in stillness or in motion. Do you scrunch the toes down into the heels of the hands to further release through all the tiny joints in the wrist, in the fingers, on carpals and metacarpals? Do you sway or trace figure eights with the crown? One more deep breath, so deep the upper back expands. The exhale, set the hands free, bend the knees. As you inhale, roll up to stand, circle the wrists. And with an exhale, circle the shoulders back. Inhale and we'll reach up for Urdhva-hastasana. The exhale, wrap the left arm beneath right and lean into the right foot. Inhale and the left leg extends forward, toes spread. The exhale is your great big step back into your lunge. Inhale, elbows lift. Exhale into your humble warrior variation. Follow the inhale from the soles up the legs to the base of the spine. Let the exhale wash all the way up the spine, through the crown of the head, back into the earth. 2 more rounds here, 2 more cycles of the awareness through the sacred shape you've created. Maybe you adjust. Maybe you pause. Letting the body weight combine with the force of gravity to receive just what it means. Let the next inhale lift you all the way up top of the mat, left leg forward. And exhale to wind into your Garudasana. Hips and shoulders pointing pretty forward. With an inhale, you might open space in your center. With the exhale, perhaps you bow into that space. Inhale lifts you right back up. And exhale into your standing split. As the left toes press toward the sky, the crown reaches toward the earth. Breathe in. And with the exhale, lower the left foot down, hips width distance from the right. With an inhale, the spine lengthens, Ardha Uttanasana. With the exhale, fold into Uttanasana. As you inhale, roll up to stand. And with the exhale, the shoulders circle back. The eyes can close as you take that sweet pause atop your mountain. Check out the view now. Having made one full circle in each direction. A little balance to the energies through the solar and lunar of the Hatha. Just the right and the left. With your next inhalation, reach up. Interlace all but the index fingers, point even higher. As you exhale, take your point to the right, hips press to the left, the rib cage stays long. And an inhale lifts you right back up. Suck in a little more breath. And with the exhale, hinge over to the left. Inhale to rise, equal pressure between the 2 feet. With the exhale, fold as if the breath were cushioning your descent. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, arms forward, backward low. With the exhale, left foot steps back. As you inhale, cartwheel up, quarter turn, goddess pose, arms to the sides. Exhale, palms unite in Anjali Mudra. With an inhale, straighten the knees, lift the arms to the sky. Flip the palms away from one another. As you exhale, press the palms down to the thighs, as if the hands were moving through something viscous, like honey. Feel how the spine lengthens. Flip the palms up, and with the inhale, reach back up. And with the exhale, warrior 2 toward the back of your mat. Trust yourself. Left knee bends. Take an inhalation. And then an exhale, drishti ahead out over the left fingers. Right hand to the heart. Inhale, left arm overhead, your reverse warrior variation. Exhale, left hand to the heart. Right arm reaches into your side angle. Pause for a breath in, experiencing your own strength, your own length. Exhale. As you inhale, cartwheel up, quarter turn, goddess pose, hands to the insides of the knees. With the exhale, Right shoulder to the center, gaze back over the left at where you just were. With an inhale, center up. With the exhale, turn to face the front of the mat, hands surround the right foot. Breathing in, step into plank pose. Breathing out, lower to a half or a full chaturanga. With your inhale, your choice of cobra, locust, bow, or up dog. And with the exhale, make your way into downward facing dog. Stay or take one roll in and out of plank or wiggle or hop if you'd like. And with your inhale, rise up onto your toes. Exhaling, heels drop to the right. Knees can bend. The left arm can reach up for length. Inhale for down dog. Right leg to the sky. As you exhale, bend the knee, open the hip, stay, hover, or flip by lifting the right hand. One breath in. And with the exhale, we're rolling through down dog, stepping the right foot up between the hands. As you inhale, just float the arms back alongside the hips. With the exhale, lower the fingertips, step the left foot up to meet right. And with the inhale, spine lengthens for your variation of Ardha Uttanasana. With the exhale, fold into Uttanasana, let go. And with your inhale, roll up to stand. Maybe a magical twirl of the wrists as you rise. With an exhale, big juicy roll back of the shoulders, weight lands in the heels, the eyelids become heavy. With an inhale, ground into the toes. The front of the body lengthens, shoulders can roll back, chin can lift up. And with the exhale, everything softens. From the jaw, through the shoulders, to the fingers, to the glutes. Breathe in. And out. One more full round of breath. And an inhale into our final side of this flow. Reach up. With the left hand, grip the right wrist, lift it a little higher. As you exhale, take it over to the left. Inhale to rise. Switch hands, right hand grips left wrist. And with the exhale, we're lengthening to the right. Inhaling, rise, right palm meets left. With the exhale, fold down over the legs. Inhale as your half lift. Exhale and the right foot steps back. Inhale and we're cartwheeling, quarter turning into that goddess pose. Exhale, hands to the heart. As you inhale, straighten the legs, reach the hands up. Right, with the exhale, we're going to cross the wrists, draw them down the front of the body. Bend the knees into goddess. Drop the backs of the hands to the mat. Let the head go heavy. And if you want the Instagram pose, lift up onto your toes. As you inhale, drop the heels if they're lifted. Peel yourself up. Reach up. And with the exhalation, warrior two toward the back of your mat. So the right knee is bent. And inhale here to stabilize, to find it. And exhale to settle in. Inhale, left hand to the chest. Right arm reaches over, reverse warrior. With the exhale, switch hands, your side angle variation. Stay for a breath in. Maybe lean the heart back a touch. Breathe out. With the inhale, we're cartwheeling up into your goddess pose, hands to the insides of the knees. With the exhale, left shoulder dips into the center as you gaze back over the right. Inhale, center, long spine. Exhale, and we turn to the front of the mat, hands surround the left foot. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, your chaturanga. Inhale, your heart opener. And exhale, downward facing dog. Stay and wiggle or breathe or roll into plank, meeting up and down dog with your next exhale and rising onto your toes with your inhale. The exhale, heels drop to the left, optional bend to the knees, reach of the right arm. And an inhale for down dog, left leg lifts. The exhale, bend the knees, stay or flip. One breath rolls through you. You roll with the exhale through down dog, left foot steps forward. With an inhale, the heart rises, the arms reach back, spine long. And exhale, top of the mat, forward fold. Inhaling, the spine lengthens for Ida. With the exhale, fold, hug the legs or clasp opposite elbows. Deep breath in. Slow breath out, release elbows or your hug. And with your inhale, roll up to stand. Exhale, shoulders circle back. In Tadasana, a few breaths as you scan now up through the cross sections of you with the inhale. Back down over your entire being with the exhale. 2 full concentric circles each direction. A little sacred geometry through your flow. Prana throat flowing through the nadis, the energy channels. Maybe showing you something new. Next inhale, reach up, palms unite. The exhale, elbows bend for the tricep release. One breath in, maybe a tilt up of the chin. And with the exhale, fold. Inhale, spine gets long. Exhale, left foot steps back just for a little lift with your inhale. Left knee slides up behind the right ankle and we'll sit. Yeah. Right hand back behind you. As you inhale, lift the left arm to the sky. With the exhale, we're twisting to the right. You can keep the arm as it is. You can drop the elbow down to the knee. Maybe that left palm presses against the chest for a little leverage. Follow the inhale up Sushumna Nadi through the spinal column, out the crown. And with the exhale, let the shoulders soften. The belly release. Maybe your twist deepens. With your very next inhale, turn the gaze forward. With the exhale, unwind, hands over to the left edge of the mat. Let the elbows bend, lean in, little counter twist. Now as you inhale, press into your hands, stand up onto your feet. You're going to spin on them, walking the hands around them anti-clockwise. until you come back to sit, facing the front with the left knee on top now. Left hand behind you. Then inhale, the right arm reaches up. Exhale, and we twist heart to the left. Your choice, what happens with the right elbow, with the hand. But the inhale floods up from that earth star below, all the way through the central energy channel, out the crown to the soul star above. And with the exhale, that might deepen. The inhale, the gaze turns forward. With the exhale, unwind, hands over to the right edge of the mat, counter twist. With an inhalation, we're sitting up. Just drop the left hand back behind you to mirror the right. Plant the right foot on the earth and lower all the way down onto your back. Next inhale, lift the right foot, left hand moves through that space between the legs to grip the right hand, either behind the right leg or in front of the shin. With the exhale, use the grip of the hands to draw the legs in enough to feel something in the left hip. With an inhale, press the legs into the hands, so much the arms straighten, you can feel the spine round a little. And with the exhale, squeeze back. But for a few breaths here, again, choose stillness or motion. You might take a sway side to side. Usually a gentle sway to the right here will bring a little more action to the left hip. You might experiment with the angle of the toes, flexing or pointing. You might turn the head right to left if it's comforting. With your next inhalation, you're going to release the clasped hands. Take the arms out to the sides like wings. Let the right foot just drop down to the earth. Yeah. And with the exhale, peel the hips up into a low bridge pose. Stay for one inhalation. You might send that left knee ever so slightly forward. Usually feels good to the right quad. And with the exhale, slowly, slowly roll back down onto the spine. Pause for a breath in. Should feel as though the earth rises to meet the back. And with the exhale, let the knees flop over to the right. You might scoot the right shoulder slightly to the right. With the next inhalation, feel that profound expansion through the lungs, the rib cage, across the chest. Through parted lips, blow the exhale away. So if you could propel yourself a little deeper into the twist. With your next inhale, roll onto your back. Extend both legs straight up toward the sky. Flex your feet. And with the exhale, bend the left knee to about 90. Press the right ankle over it. As you inhale, lift up just enough to send the right hand through the space between the legs to grip the left hand on the other side. With the exhale, squeeze, legs in just to find what you need. Then inhale, the legs press into the hands, the spine rounds a bit, more of it connects fully to the earth. Then with the exhale, squeeze back. Now maybe you begin to explore a bit, to see what you can discover. If you need more in the right hip, try just a tiny lean to the left. Keep the breath flowing. For one more round, in and out. Next, inhale, the arms reach out to the sides, palms up, left foot grounds. With the exhale, the hips peel up into that low modified bridge pose. One breath in, maybe a little slide forward of the right knee. With the exhale, roll down to earth. Pause for an inhalation. The exhale, knees drop to the left. You might adjust the shoulders, the hands. Breathe in. Blow out. One more. And with your next inhalation, roll onto your back. Unwind the legs. Catch the feet in happy baby pose. Whether you're gripping the baby toe side or the instep, with the exhale, draw the chin toward the chest, pull down on the feet. And with the inhale, if you like, the feet can press back into the hands. Maybe the legs straighten a little or a lot. Maybe you add a sway right to left, or bend one knee more deeply at a time. With your next inhale, center up if you've been rolling. With the exhale, if it feels okay, guide the soles of the feet together, knees wide open. Interlace the fingers along the baby toe blade. And with your inhale, use the hands to draw the heels in toward you as you simultaneously press the knees away. Breathe. Next, exhale. Just going to release the clasp of the hands. Slide them up the outsides of the shins to the knees. Just helping the feet to set down on the earth in front of the hips. And then you can just let the knees knock together here. Or you can send the heels up toward the front corners of the mat for your final resting pose. Wherever you've chosen for the legs to be. With your next inhale, send the arms out like wings one more time. With the exhale, give yourself a hug, wrapping the hands around to clasp the shoulders. With an inhale, take a little wiggle, opening up some space between the blades, behind the heart. As you exhale, you choose to either slide the hands down to rest upon the body, or to reach out alongside you, palms facing the sky, for a traditional Shavasana. Take any final snuggles you need to really cozy into your rest, to allow the practice to cuddle up around you just like your covers do in bed. And then send the awareness up above the head toward that soul star. From it, draw the inhalation through the crown into the brain. Let it swirl through the head, softening the eyes and the sockets, the tongue and the mouth. Let the jaw hinge wide open, shift side to side even. The exhale pours out. The neck releases. The shoulders melt, bringing some expansion across the chest. An inhale floods the heart, pours into every tiny muscle between each rib. And through parted lips, flutter the exhalation away, as if vibrating effort from the whole center of the spine, from the abdominal wall, down into the sacrum. And from the roots beneath the sacrum, the next nourishing inhale flows up into the pelvis, through the hips. Lips gently closed. The exhale pours out through the nose, sending any lingering effort or obstructions from the creases of the hips to the knees, from the knees to the ankles through the toes. Begin to wiggle your toes. And your fingers. Breathe in. And with the exhale, hug the knees into the chest if you'd like. Then inhale, take a sway side to side. Let the exhale tip you onto the right side. The right arm reaches up for the head to rest upon, with the left fingers drape down to the mat in front of you. Pause here for one full breath in. And let it out. With an inhale, make your way up into the seated position where you began. Exhaling, roll the shoulders back, flip the palms skyward. An inhale rises from that earth star below, all the way up the central energy channel, drawing the awareness with it out through the crown. Consciousness meets the soul star above, and from it the exhalation shines down upon you. Breathe in and out. With inhalation, reach up. Palms unite in that spot up above the head. With an exhale, draw the hands past the eyes, illuminating the vision down to the heart, setting it in. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May all beings everywhere be happy and free. Namaste.